did you learn to speak English so well? Army, compulsory training, language school in Kiev. Oh yeah, it's like as in Chicken Kiev. Yeah, we had that at my sister's wedding.
Everybody loves Chicken Kiev. Nobody likes making it. It's just too difficult. You gotta take your chicken breast, you gotta cut it in half, you gotta pound it out flat, put your frozen butter in there with herb and garlic, roll it up, make sure that it's sealed. It usually leaks, and you got a mess. I'm gonna show you how to do Chicken Kiev. Super simple, it won't leak, and your whole family's gonna love it. Buzz cooks Chicken Kiev next. Okay, we're gonna get right into this Chicken Kiev dish. Get a mixing bowl, 1 stick of butter, 1 teaspoon of garlic, thyme, and parsley. We're gonna get a little spatula there, and we're gonna mix it up real good, smash it all together until it comes together like a nice paste like this. That's what you're looking for. Make sure the butter's soft before you start this. Makes life a lot easier. Now we're going to wet our hands, and we're going to take half of this butter, put it in between our hands, and we're just going to roll it around until it becomes a nice little log of herb butter. I've got a plate there with some parchment paper, so once I get it to the size I desire, which is about 2.5 to 3 inches, we're going to put it on the parchment paper. And then we'll do the other half of butter. So we're doing 2 breasts, so we need 2 sticks. And then we'll pop these into the freezer for a couple hours or until they are frozen. So you're always going to do this step either the day ahead of time or in the morning before you decide to start cooking this dish. There you go, and now pop those in the freezer, and let's move on to our chicken. You're going to want to find 2 nice thick boneless skinless chicken breasts, and we're going to start at the top with a very sharp knife and go down at a slight angle. You don't want to go down too sharp of an angle and cut through the bottom of the chicken breast. So just like that, take your time, work your way in, spread it out a little bit, turn the knife around. You're basically just making a nice small pocket to slide that butter into. Just like that. Take your time. You don't want to puncture it. Then I'm going to put my finger through there just to make sure there's plenty of room. That's perfect. And we'll do the other breast. Now it's time to take our frozen butter out, and we're just going to gently push it right through, right into that pocket, and there is your perfect little pocket for your chicken. It didn't go through. It's perfect. Look at that. Fits in there perfectly. Alright, now we got our butter in our chicken. It's time to coat them with breadcrumbs, and because we're going to fry these and get them nice and crispy before we bake them. So we're going to do the old flour, egg, breadcrumb. So we'll go in the flour first, make sure it's nice and coated. Then right into the egg. These are big breasts, I tell you. And then into the breadcrumb. There we go. Make sure it's coated. Press it down nice and tight. And we'll put that on a plate. I put a little bit of extra breadcrumb into that hole that we had push our butter through to seal that up. And then once we get the second breast done, we're going to get some cellophane out. And we're going to pull out a nice long piece of cellophane. And now we're going to take a breast and we're going to roll it up in the cellophane right in the middle. Nice and tight. And then we're going to take the ends and roll the ends up real tight. There you go. Just keep spinning it, spinning it, spinning it. And you see how that compresses that chicken breast down? That's going to help seal everything up nice and tight. Look at that, like a little football. So we'll get them both done and we'll put those in the refrigerator for a couple hours. And that's going to hold everything nice and tight together. So a few hours passed, now it's time to fry them up. Got my oil at 365 degrees. Just gonna put them in here just enough to brown both sides. We're not cooking it thoroughly. We're just browning the outside of the chicken, just like that. And once we get the other half browned, we'll put it on a wire rack to drain. And we'll do the other breast. And once they're both done, I like to put them in the boats. That way, if by chance one does leak, we don't have a mess everywhere. And they're just kind of fancier to serve this way. So put a breast in each boat. And I put an extra pat of butter in each boat. And while I'm doing that, if I can remind you to please like, share, subscribe, leave a comment if you can. Make sure to hit that bell to stay up to date on newest recipes. I put a new one out every Wednesday and every Sunday. So we're going to pop this in 350 degree oven for 40 minutes. I served this with some ranch style potatoes, mashed potatoes. I'll be sharing that recipe soon. And there you have it, delicious chicken cordon bleu, no mess, super simple. Everybody's gonna love it. Make it for the family, and we'll see you on the next video.